Hey, it's Jeff Tamburello. I am the director of the Southwest Florida RIA. I am also the broker owner of Stillbridge Realty. I'm here to talk about something that came across my radar. I wanted to put some content out about it. Mortgage debt levels have surpassed the 2008 levels. Caused some alarm in some people. Disclosure, this is my research shared with you. Please verify everything before you use it for you. It was compiled and analyzed by myself. The debt metrics are from the Federal Reserve's website, St. Louis Fed. Economic news tends to be three things. It's either someone's brochure passed off as stats, which is a lot in this industry, actual stats, and then stats driven by an agenda or confirmation bias. It doesn't even necessarily, the gender confirmation bias doesn't necessarily mean something bad. It's just that in their mind it's framed that way. So when they see it, that's what they identify with, and that's what they run with. You got to remember this article. Wall Street Journal put this out very recently. U.S. mortgage debt hits record eclipsing 2008 peak. But then the subheadline's really interesting, which launched a lot of people into thinking it's '07 again. One factor could be homeowners tapping into home equity for cash when they refinance. That's a misleading, not really headline, a subheadline. The Wall Street Journal ran this article, and then some local higher profile real estate personalities in Southwest Florida mentioned this. But they say the devil's in the details. Once you dig deeper into the data that's available, it tells a different story than that headline. Now, this is all mortgage debt levels from Fred. Fred is the St. Louis Fed site, amazing site. You would be shocked at the amount of information they have on there. If you're looking for something, it's probably there. But all debt levels in the country have blown right past it. Now let's talk about the real number that was referenced for homeowners, and that would be the 1 to 4 family residences. Going up, going up. The peak still hasn't eclipsed the last peak. Okay, now this is as of, I believe, the end of Q1, but this is the data we have right now. They got commercial and industrial loan debt. It's pretty good growth rate since the last one. Blew right past it, kept on going. This is all those 5-cap apartment complexes and office buildings. Now, how has the money supply grown in the same time frame? Because you always have to understand the M1 money supply is actual money, physical money and money on demand. So how much money's out there in relation to the debt? Because it's always about the ratios. And the money supply since '08 has grown tremendously. So you've got a huge growth in the money supply without an accompanying huge growth in the debt levels on 1 to 4. But the rest of the printed money appears to have landed in other debt levels, other debt sectors, not levels. Let's look at consumer debt. Same thing, mimics the growth, not quite as exponential, but mimics the growth of the M1 money supply. Student loan debt, this is well publicized. It's become a political issue. Student loan debt has definitely become unsustainable. And then motor vehicles, same thing. It's actually starting to temper off a little bit recently. Some parting thoughts. The debt levels for mortgages have eclipsed the '08 levels if you include every type of debt in the country. 1 to 4 family debt has still not eclipsed the last cycle. On a long enough timeline, it's going to, unless we have a recession. The likelihood of another 2007 type crash for that asset class, meaning the 1 to 4 family debt, does not appear likely. Still doesn't mean it won't happen. This is a direct result of Dodd-Frank. We complain about it a lot at the Southwest Florida RIA meetings, but it has done what they intended it to do. The primary debt growth for real estate mortgages and commercial, particularly multifamily, has grown a lot. Expect the next correction, if it was to happen today in the current environment, not to look like '07, but more like the S&L crisis of 1987. So, and that would be unless there's a metrics change and all of a sudden the 1 to 4 family asset class accelerates. If this is useful to you, give us a like. If you have a question or you see something differently, leave a comment. Be happy to take your feedback. And if the information is useful to you, again, share this video. We'd appreciate some extra eyeballs on it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you at a meeting soon.